Coach, obviously this was one of the, I would venture to guess, the best shooting you guys have had this season, especially for so many people to be able to kind of join in on that, Kristen be able to come out of that slump. Was it just sort of the thing where once it got rolling, everything just kind of fell into place, or what did you see from the team tonight?
Yeah, at some point in the beginning of the season, I remember saying, I think we're a pretty good three-point shooting team, you know, but it's been kind of streaky. Some days we're really good, some days we're not so good. But what was good to see today was that once we got into some kind of a flow, you know, and people started seeing the ball go in the basket, and everybody just kind of loosened up a little bit. And next thing you know, I've always said shooting is like baseball hitting. It's contagious, you know. Once a couple guys start knocking them in, everybody starts knocking them in. The basket looked, you know, this big. But it all started, you know, because we worked really, really hard defensively and gave ourselves opportunities to get up the floor kind of quickly. And so, yeah, at both ends, it was, you know, about as well as we could have played, you know. Coming into the game, we said this is what we want to do, and we pretty much got accomplished everything we thought we wanted to.
And how about Kristen? Obviously, she went from one of her worst scoring outputs last game, and then she comes out with 26. And obviously, there's still, maybe it won't completely change overnight, but this seemed like a good step in the right direction.
It is because you know, when you're a scorer and you can't score, it's like the whole world doesn't seem right for you. You know, you just can't see your way out of it because you know, you stay in the gym, you shoot more, and that doesn't help. You shoot less, that doesn't help. You know, you try to be more aggressive, and all you do is dribble into trouble. So a lot of bad things were happening for her, and you know, to see see a couple go in, you could just see it's like a big fog was lifted at, you know. She just looked more relaxed once a couple of them went in, and then instead of being tentative, she became very sure of herself. And you're right, you know, what's that mean for Saturday? I don't know, but I feel better than I did yesterday about Saturday. I feel better about Saturday than I did about today as far as Kristen goes.
We were surprised to see Olivia wasn't wearing a mask. Just how do you think she handled that? And I see, you know, shown some toughness.
Yeah,
through that.
The mask wasn't the problem today. She didn't practice. She's got it's, I guess, not a full-blown flu, but she was sick all day, so she didn't come to shoot around. She didn't look good yesterday, and I was hoping she'd get better today, but she didn't. And we didn't even know if she was going to play until we got here. And, you know, she said, let's give it a shot, see what happens. And, you know, she gave it a run, and hopefully, you know, she'll be ready to go on Saturday. But the mask part, she didn't need one because it really wasn't as bad as it looked. You know, nothing's broken in there or anything. So keep our fingers crossed that she's feeling better tomorrow.
So Saturday, you know, your last regular season road game, and you know, in the AAC and this season, you know, considering after that, I guess the next time you're going to be on the road will be the tournament. Just what do you hope to get out of that, and are there any benefits to
Well, it seems like we've been on the road a lot this year, even though I know it's the same number of home games as away games, but it just seems like there's been a ton of travel. And this is not one of the easier trips either, down to Houston. And then we come home and we only got one day, and then we got, you know, South Florida. Obviously, the goal is to win these two games this coming weekend. You know, to win Saturday, win Monday. That's the plan. And then take a couple days off and get some rest, and then get ready to hopefully win 3 games in 3 days. and then take a bunch of days off and try to get ready for the tournament. So, you know, play Saturday, play Monday. Try to play as well as we played tonight and get some rest. That's the plan.
SNY reached an agreement to keep, keep games on next year. I know you've been outspoken about that in the past, and your desire to see that through. What are your feelings on that?
Well, a big part of what we do at UConn is, we try to share our games with as many people as we can, and SNY has become an integral part of our program. There's so many people around the country that rely on SNY to bring them the games. We had a woman drove here from Michigan to watch the game. She says she watches every game she can on TV. We have fans all over the country that are able to watch the games, and now that Fox is going to have the rights to the Big East games, that they were able to work out an arrangement with SNY. I think SNY is going to end up having about the same number of games they had this year. So it's going to be great for our fans. It's going to be great for, not just the fans that are local, but the fans all over the country. And I think it's also going to be really good for the other Big East teams, because now every time they play us, they're going to get a ton of exposure that they weren't getting before, and that's going to help. The fact that a lot of the teams are, you've got, Providence and St. John's and Seton Hall and Villanova. There's a lot of Northeast teams, and so I'm excited for SNY. I'm excited for our league, next year, and mostly I'm excited for the fans, because I think this is great. Because I know that was a big part of us. I don't want to get too far into it, but what happened today was a big part of what we were hoping to make happen, and we're ecstatic that it happened. I can't say enough good things about the people at SNY.
All right, Geno, we thank you. And the feeling is without question mutual. It has been such a terrific relationship, and let's follow up on it. We're excited to announce here on SNY we have reached, indeed, as Geno was speaking about right there, a multi-year deal with Fox Sports to remain the home of UConn women's basketball. SNY is going to televise up to 18 regular season games per year over the course of the deal, and will continue to include our broadcasts, our pregame shows and postgame shows. SNY President Steve Rabb had this to say about the deal, and I'm quoting Steve right here. "We are thrilled to continue to serve UConn's passionate fans on SNY through this agreement with Fox Sports. SNY could not be prouder of its partnership with Geno and the UConn women's basketball program. For 8 seasons, SNY has provided unprecedented coverage of the university's women's basketball program, helping grow UConn's record-setting audience in the region and across the country." End quote. And I think we certainly do. As Steve put it well right there. We feel the same way. And listen, you and I are going to be together for a number of more years. Listen, we hope. Yes, we hope, certainly. But this has been a great partnership, and it has really been very beneficial to the UConn program. And to us as well. Certainly, it's been a two-way street.
And for Geno adding to that, right?
Yes.
For the new conference, that adds that level of it. But so great. And when SNY mics up Geno, people love that part. I mean, unprecedented coverage, right? With the Geno show and with everything. So we are grateful. I'm grateful. I love my SNY family, and I know everyone out there, even the little old ladies that stop me in the grocery store asking me to get cereal off the top shelf for them, say I watch my SNY all the time. So I'm very, very happy to hear that.
Yeah, I think we all are, and great to be continuing this partnership with you as well, Kara.